At this time, we're going to have our service for the veterans. Let's give our veterans a hand. Just want to say thank you for your service. While we're at home and eating good and sleeping and doing all that we do, our men and women are on the battlefield for us. So today we want to take the time to honor our veterans. I'm going to call Brother Gerald at this time to come.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'd like to invite each and every one to recite with us the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
see my hand shaking. In 1921, an unknown World War I American soldier was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. This site on a hillside overlooking the Potomac River and the city of Washington, D.C., became the focal point of reverence for America's veterans. Similar ceremonies occurred earlier in England and France, where unknown soldiers were buried in each nation's highest place of honor. In England, Westminster Abbey; in France, the Arc de Triomphe. The memorial gestures all took place on November 11th, giving universal recognition to the celebrated ending of World War I fighting at 11 a.m., November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This day became known as Armistice Day. Armistice Day officially received its name in America in 1926 through a congressional resolution. It became a national holiday 12 years later by similar congressional action. If the idealistic hope had been realized that World War I was the war to end all wars, November 11th might still be called Armistice Day. But only a few years after the holiday was proclaimed, war broke out in Europe. 16.5 million Americans took part. 407,000 of them died in service, more than 292 in battle. Armistice Day was changed to honor all veterans. The first celebration of Veterans Day occurred in Birmingham, Alabama in 1947. Raymond Weeks, World War II veteran, organized National Veterans Day, which included a parade and festivals to honor all veterans. The honor was held November 11th, and designated Armistice Day had become Veterans Day. Brother Gerald asked me to tell a little short story about my time in the military. Just this one story. It's about how God can put you where you belong. I went to tech school, and we had to march to school in formation. And this little guy, shorter than me, every morning wanted to splash mud on my uniform. And you had to be dressed and pressed when you went to school. And he did this for about a week. And we was in the day room, and I approached him and asked him about it. I was like, dude, why you so I used some choice words. And he called me the N-word. And so y'all know it was on at that point. And you just never know, because the military is a mixture of people from all over the country. You meet people with different values and different opinions. And so I was pretty much getting in some trouble, with this dude, because me and him just had a thing going. And that weekend, a band was playing at the rec center, and I sat in and played, and the drummer said, man, where are you at? Tomorrow morning I'm gonna come and get you, have your dress blues on, you're going with me. The next Monday, I was with the drum and bugle corps. I was where I belonged, with musicians and not these other clowns. And the things just changed from that point on, but God took me out of the situation that I was in and put me where I belong. With people of my kind.
Amen. Yeah, Brother Robert's going to come share with us his military experience.
The only thing I can think of is that back in 1969, when I graduated high school, I turned around and told my dad, I said, Dad, I want to go in the Navy. And he turned around, he was an Air Force guy, and he turned around and said, go ahead. So he turned around and took me there, and I went into Orlando Boot Camp, Navy base, and they turned around and showed me some things, turned my life around, because I was one of them that, I was in the drug scene and whatnot, but when I went in there, they turned around and they either made you or broke you. And they made me, and I'm glad they did, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Thank you, Brother Robert. Brother Robert was one of our Navy veterans. Let's see, sis, what branch of service were you? Army, okay. And you, brother? Navy, okay. So we got quite a few Navy. All right, and also Brother Sam's Navy. Okay. Brother Sam, he's going to come, and the Godfather, he's going to come and share with us how you honor a vet. Some people don't know exactly how you honor a vet. Some of us forget to say thank you for your service when you see us, you know. But he'll have a few more tips that he can offer also.
Hello. Call me the Godfather here. Kind of got used to that too. Now, they always put me last because every time we get ready, Brother Gerald say, come on, man, condense it down to 30 minutes. You ain't got but 30 minutes to do this. Well, now, I'm going to get down just like they do at home and have a seat, and I'm going to act just like Godfather's supposed to act. And tell you, I enjoyed my time when I was in service in the United States Navy. I enjoyed that time. Part of this is what I got from enjoying too much of that time. Nothing like that, no. What happened is I fell off a crane, and I ain't been right since. But we working on that right now. How to honor a veteran in your life. First, it was me that asked me how to spell my name when you put it on the check. No, I'm just teasing. Say thank you to a veteran, and I say to all the other veterans, thank you for your service, because I know what it was like. You know, wasn't like we was out at the day camp or something like that. If you personally know a veteran, whether they live close or by other states, make an effort to simply say thank you. If your schedule is hectic and you don't have time for an in-person visit, a quick phone call or a text is sure to be appreciated. 2, you can write an old-fashioned letter or send a care package. My address, I'll give to you after this. Looking for something a little more personal than a text or email, send a veteran a handwritten letter or care package with a small gift and some of their favorite snacks. This is an especially considerate option because they can treasure your letter or gift for years to come. That's true. I've had some of those. Matter of fact, I still got them. Treat a veteran to a meal. It's easy to feed me. It don't take much. Inviting a veteran to a popular local restaurant or cozy coffee house is guaranteed to make their day. Prepare a few questions to ask about their time in the military. Being able to share their story may even be more meaningful than being treated to a meal. That's true too. Offers to help with household chores. If you have even an hour to spare, offer to help a veteran with household tasks such as vacuuming, laundry, or mowing the yard. The small act of gratitude speaks volumes. That's true. Number 5, this is a good one. Make a commitment to volunteer. The internet makes it easy to find meaningful volunteer opportunities. Search the Veterans and Military Families category on your volunteermatch.com to find a hospital, charity, or other organizations that needs help near you. Number 6, we already discussed that with me. Donate to a cause that supports veterans. Even a small donation is money well spent when you're supporting our country's military and veterans. Consider making donations to groups such as Wounded Warrior Project or USO, and encourage your friends and family members to do the same. This other one, you can do this too, because you got some guys that's pretty good. Invite a veteran to speak at an organization. Many children don't fully understand the sacrifices veterans have made to protect us and our freedoms, but you can do something to change that. Ask your child's principal if they accept visiting speakers. If they do so, do it. Invite a veteran to talk about their experiences or host a question and answer session at your child's school. Well, my kids are all grown, so I can't do that. Anyway, no, that wasn't part of the script. That just slipped out. Okay. Support veteran-owned companies. For all you veterans that own companies, I'm going to put the plug in for you today. Support veteran-owned companies, because there's a lot of us that got companies. I don't have one, but I know somebody do that have companies like that. You can find us on the Veterans tab or something like that. But yeah, that's a good thing to do. Number 9, attend your local Veterans Day parade. Bring the whole family to your city's Veterans Day parade and show your support in person. Check with your local VA office for details about Veterans Day events and celebrations in your area. And I know I'm long-winded, but this is the last one, I promise. Number 10, make a pledge to remember their legacy. Honoring veterans can come in many forms. Fly an American flag in front of your home, wear a red poppy, or have a moment of silence and reflection. Anything you can do to pay your respects to a meaningful way to observe Veterans Day. And it's been happening for the years and stuff. I didn't get out, but I moved a little slow. I probably ate everything up by the time I got there. But anyway, it was still a good gesture. And what happened to me, when I didn't want to go to the other branch of service, I left town and went to the next city, and they caught up with me there, and I went back home. The letter was waiting on me in the mailbox. My grandmother got it, and I said, why did you do that? But anyway, I went and joined the Navy, and I thought that was really good because I had some uncles and relatives that was in the Navy. Went to Vietnam, too, and I know Brother Gerald, he really got a whole bunch of ribbons and stuff because he was very decorated veteran. I was too, but it was just one campaign, man. Anyway, all I'm saying is to you, any young people that even think about going to the service, don't listen to the hype. Don't believe the lie, because you can learn a whole bunch of things. I've been to a whole bunch of countries that I never would have even saw if I hadn't was in the service. And God brought me back home, and I just seen one thing that was really detrimental to me. I saw one of my roommates die in front of me, not on the battlefield or not at the gun. On our way back from Vietnam, dropped dead at 20 years old, massive heart attack. I said, he did all that. I'm just thinking that how God just brought us back. Well, he brought me back because we was out there. Thank God for my family here at church. I don't get a chance to talk much because, I go through some other things. But here's Gerald.
Let's give Godfather another hand here. Praise the Lord. Yeah, he's our humorous veteran. He keeps us laughing all the time. I just thank God for him. Humorous. All right. So at this time, we'll get to our pinning ceremony. I'd like to invite all the veterans to come forward. And our pastor and our first lady have some awards for us. Would you come forward to our veterans?
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Taps will be the dismissal of our workday. Taps is when the trumpet player plays taps. At that time, we come to parade rest, and it ends our workday, and it ends our training day.